LSPD! Don't make me shoot ya!
What's going on, guys? Apex Gaming 2020 here, coming at you with another Lspdfr showcase video. This would be part 2. Now, I know I said in the last video that we were going to be doing a showcase of some vehicles that I've added in, and then we were going to do the episode, but we've got quite a few vehicles more to add for our showcases. So we're just going to do a part 2 to that, and we're going to get right in on this, okay? First thing I'm going to do, though, I'm going to go put a ball in this guy's head because he keeps repeating damn shit balls over and over again. So we're going to see if we can't do something about that, because that's going to get annoying fast. So I just need the door to open really quick. That's kind of why I shot this guy. He kept repeating crap too. Alright, so that'll shut him up. Let's get on with this, guys. Alrighty, so first thing is first is we're gonna start over here and do our fire episode. So this is our part of a battalion pack. It's a pretty nice Tahoe. It's got a really great interior. Whoever made this did an awesome job on it. Does pretty cool. Looks like it's got a little bit of an iPhone type thing linked there. ELS isn't too impressive with this one. It's not super bright. It's kind of small. Again, we can always change the light patterns, and I will be doing so. I did change the light patterns on a lot of other vehicles. I believe I have those ones over there done for the XMLs, but these fire apparatuses I do need to change for. Okay, so the next one we have is this nice pickup truck, and now these are named by department, or not in department, but by different truck numbers. Like this one here, what we have called 1340. This one here is 1341. Now this vehicle, this truck, is based off of, actually, hold on a second, there's the ELS in the back of 1340 there. So this here is actually Rescues 51 from LA County. If you guys have seen the TV show Emergency, that's where they got this idea from on this truck. It's a pretty nice truck, but it's not the original Emergency. I am still kind of trying to find that, but here's the lighting for this. Now the light bar just kind of blinks at us until we change the XML. But this is a pretty sturdy truck. It's got some cones in there in the back, some signage. Unfortunately, we won't be able to use those kinds of things, but it is what it is. Okay, so that's Squad 51. But this one was actually, we named it 1341. So when we respond to calls, we'll be calling 1341 to the scene. This one here is 1342. This is an Incident Command Dodge Ram. Love the rims on this. This thing just looks absolutely beautiful. Now this is a one click to the left that lights everything up. Absolutely awesome. I wish I could use that winch in the front, but unfortunately we can't. So this is just another piece of apparatus. I love the way that they put the 5 on the back. The ELS looks amazing. Again, we'll make it look better once we change it out in the XML. So this is, yeah, Incident Command 5, also known as 1342. And then we have our last command vehicle, which is over here. This is 1343. Now this is another Dodge Ram version. My opinion, this looks like it could handle some more off-roading stuff. So we'll probably, and this is the San Andreas State as well, but we'll probably use this more for Blaine County areas for the off-roading. But this also has the same lighting as the 1340 down there, the Tahoe, because this is out of the same pack, out of the same battalion pack. Again, proper credit goes out to the modders who made these vehicles. Great job on them, guys. So that's 1343. Now we get into some fun stuff. These are 3 new engines. Actually, the one in the middle is the one that we just replaced. This one here is now in our main fire truck slot. So when we call for fire department backup, this is here is the one that will respond. And this one we've dedicated as 1301. There's the ELS on this. Now the ELS on all these vehicles are actually pretty similar. So that's pretty nice. I don't know what's up with the cage in the back. Maybe they're supposed to unlock that to pull holes. Maybe it's supposed to prevent them from stealing it in case the truck's parked outside. I'm not sure. But, so this is 1301 here. It's got plenty of ELS in the back. That's pretty nice looking. So this will be our main responder now. Oh, I wasn't supposed to turn this off. And again, it's just a one click to the left. It's a couple of issues with something. So he doesn't really grab the door handle right. We've still got a working water gun. The interior of this guy doesn't move either, so unfortunately the modder kind of got lazy with that stuff. No ELS there in the back of the light bar, which is kind of makes sense because you wouldn't be able to see it anyway. But I did forget to show the interior of a couple of these command vehicles, so we'll go ahead and go through that really quick. So this is the interior of this one. This one's pretty spot on. This is 1341. Very, very spot on. I tried to get these to look as close as I could to the trucks that are actually within our department. This is the incident command. This one I really don't like too much because the white just kind of throws me off. And, you know, it's got a little bit of issue there with the steering wheel. Hands aren't really on it that well. A couple seats there in the back. The white, it kind of throws me off in this one. So that's the 1342, and we got 1343 here. Now this one's pretty nice. Again, the lights are pretty bright in this one on the dashboard. Looking in the back, pretty nice texture on the inside. But hands down, 1341 is the best one for interior texture out of the command vehicles. And we'll do another interior run of this guy quick. So this is 1301's interior. Now this is a pretty nice concept for the interior, but nothing moves. It's all kind of robotic, and is just kind of there. So the work didn't really get put into it too much with the interior of this truck. Alrighty, so this one here is 1303. And this is the truck that we were running with before. This truck was actually in the last showcase as well, but I figured that since I updated the fire apparatus, we would go ahead and throw this in. So this is the interior of this one. Looks pretty nice. The only problem is this. This is why we would never use the interior of the view of this as we're cruising along, because it's really offset. But that's 1303. We'll run around the back here and we can take a look at some stuff. So there's that for the back of the ELS in this one. And again, we kind of got that one funky light on that one. And then we have 1302 right here. This is pretty nice. Here's an interior view. Now this is kind of set, but again, the interior doesn't move. As a matter of fact, this looks like the same exact interior as 1301 over there. This one, 1302 and 1301, did come out of the same pack, and those were made by Medic 4523. I think I got those numbers right. But, those are some pretty nice trucks that he made. I don't know if he made the one in the middle or not. But, again, I will credit the modders properly. I will, put a disclaimer in the description, as I always do. So that's 1302 for this one. And these ones here actually had normal sirens. 1301 and 1302 had normal sirens. Unlike 1303 over here, who has this Haswell 2 type sirens. Alright guys, now we're back over here to some police vehicles. There's one fire vehicle that I forgot to show you guys, but I will do that here in a minute. So this is one of the Utica police cars. This is actually pretty close to... Now, it's not super close to where I live. This one is actually about 2 or 3 hours away from where I live. But this is also Utica, New York. I got a fire detector going off here. Or not a fire detector, but a car alarm. Anyway, we're ignoring that. So this is, again, some of the same lighting we've seen on the LSPD cars that I just pulled out. but I put him onto this is the only car that I could get the skin to fit on, so unfortunately we're stuck with that. But again, the Utica looks nice on this car. The lighting is always amazing with this type. Or that same kind of lighting we always get. This is the CVPI Utica. I don't know what type of vehicles they actually use anymore, but these are some old vehicles that they use. I'm pretty sure they still use the Taurus and the Tahoe, but I'm not sure about the Crown Vic anymore. And there's not really too much impressive lighting in the back of these. This is the back of the same thing as the Taurus. The police there by the white lights, the reverse lights, is a little off-centered, but you know you can't get it perfect, unfortunately. And then we run over here to the Utica Tahoe. Now this one has slightly different lighting because this actually came right out of the Utica pack. Those ones were skins that were pulled. The lighting on this isn't terrible, but it does need some work. So we'll play around in the XML file and see if we can't get this at a better pattern. But it's not terrible. And again, these ones are pretty realistic for New York as well. Now, speaking of New York, we get over here to New York State Police cars. Now, these cars are the real deal. If you come to New York State, these are the cars you're going to see right here. Now, I don't know. I have not seen the unmarked Crown Vics around lately. They have not had those out and about. But these I have seen before, and this is more or less the lighting for those, which still isn't that bad. You know, you got a little bit of lighting in the back. I don't know if they had the red, blue, and amber over there or not. If I remember right, they just had the ambers in the back. I'm not 100% sure about that. Maybe I'd have to look at them. I see one again in the future, but I'll take a gander at it. But basically, yeah, this is what the Crown Vic looks like if you guys come to New York and happen to come across one. Now, this is primarily what they're using here. So if you come to New York, the highest chance you'll see is one of these Chargers. And the lighting for it is pretty realistic on this. I mean, this is the exact light bar that New York State has. So they have that one little amber there, the two blues, and all the extra red. So this is basically what you would see. And it's a pretty sweet deal. I mean, these Chargers are fast. And then we get over here to the Tahoe. Now the Tahoe, they do, I believe, still have them, but they're not around as much. Like I said, they use the Chargers for the most part. And, you know, here's the code 2 lighting. So if you see this as you're coming down the highway, that's the code 2 lighting. Yeah, I have some LOD issues on the 1341 over there. I have to go and see what I can do about fixing that. But so basically there's the New York State Tahoes. Now we get into Pennsylvania State Police. Now this can get pretty unique. So Pennsylvania State Police, this is their old skin. They do have another skin, which I will be adding into the game at some point. But they do have a newer grayed out skin that says State Trooper on the side of it. But yeah, this has been their main skin for a lot of years. And this is the exact kind of lighting that Pennsylvania State Police has. They have the red and the blue and the white in the front. And then, you know, the red and blue kind of in the back. So this is pretty much what you would see as well in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure if they still have this skin out on any of their cars currently anymore. But there's a possibility you may see one of these cars if you come to Pennsylvania. And then we have the Taurus. I don't think Pennsylvania State ever really had a Taurus. I don't think they have Tauruses, or if they do, they're with the new skin. They're not with this skin. I've never seen a Taurus with this skin on it in real life. But again, it's got the same light bar, same lighting. The texture on it's a bit rough because we're getting texture loss from, you know, having all these vehicles spawned in. And then we get here. Now this is mainly what Pennsylvania runs with. This is what I've seen the most of, are the Explorers. And the lighting is pretty realistic to the Explorers pattern, current pattern that you see here. And this is basically it, guys. This is what you would see in the state of Pennsylvania, New York. You see some of our awesome vehicles over there. Now I'm going to show you guys one that I don't think I have showcased in a video. Yes, I did, actually. I did showcase it, but we'll show it to you guys again in a different slot. So the state chief vehicle. This is that one here. Now this is how it's originally supposed to act. It's not supposed to start off like a sports car. You know, so there's that one. This is the XML that is working. So I'm not sure if the XML was working in the last video. Pretty neat little interior. Again, the dashboard's kind of rough looking. So, you know, there's the state chief vehicle. We'll be using this in a lot of different episodes. We'll go park this over here. Not sure what car alarm's going off. Okay. I believe that is all the vehicles. Real quick though, we'll show you this one. So this is what we're going to be using in a future volunteer episode. And in that episode, I'm going to be showing you guys how a volunteer fighter actually does things. Because it's not like an Lspdfr where you spawn a truck in, you know, and you just suddenly you have your truck right where you need it and you're good to go. With a volunteer firefighter, we get calls while we're sitting at home, you know, doing whatever, like making videos, for example, or we get into our POV, we turn our blue lights on, because in the state of New York, a volunteer firefighter runs blue lights, sometimes blue and white. So that'll be something to look out for if you guys see in New York. If you guys see blue lights coming up behind you, go ahead and pull over, let them by. It's only a courtesy light, so they don't actually have to pull over. You guys don't have to pull over with blue light, but just understand that if they got a blue light going, they're on their way to an emergency, you know, and every minute that they spend trying to get there, you know, a lot of things can change. Just also understand that because they have blue lights on does not make them above the law. You know, we still have to obey traffic laws and everything. And again, I'll go through all this with you guys when I do the volunteer episode. But for now, guys, this is it. I do hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next episode coming up soon. Peace out, guys.